Yo, what's up? It's your boy Mark. Originally from the 863, now the 727 for 9 years. Basically, just want to hit up on a couple things. I'm pretty much to the point where, I'm getting to be in my mid-20s now and the, experiencing new lights in life and everything, and still trying to come to terms with, my attitude, my human being, my inhumanity. And on the spiritual note, I know God's watching over me. God's keeping a good eye on me, and He's not going to fall short. He's always there. He's there when you're not even paying attention. He watches what you do. He sees what you do, and no matter how many times you screw up and everything, He will always give you another chance, and He will also grant you with a miracle or just something that you'll never be seen before. And most of it's good. Basically, what it means is He'll bless those who are struggling the most. And I've been having a little women trouble lately, but I'm not really concerned about it. I met some crazy people, and I don't like being around all that. It makes me feel uncomfortable. I get really, really deep. I go into a deep insensitive rage when I'm around a psycho. And not to mention, I've played ball for a while, worked out like crazy. I'm getting really stronger and everything. Getting huge and everything. Basically, I've just been focusing on what's really important: my job, my family, myself. I ain't got time for psychos. I mean, I know I'm a little crazy myself. May have a couple screws messed up in my mind, but I'm nowhere compared to the people around here that have a lot of stuff on their plate, and they can't handle it, and they choose to distract their mind by picking on somebody that actually they think that it caused their issues to intensify. My perspective on that is about like this, okay? Don't blame other people for your insecurities that you created. Don't blame others for something you've personally created yourself, and you chose not to actually sit there and go through it and actually try to fix it. Okay? No one's at fault for the things you do except for yourself. Alright? You can't blame other people for your insecurities. You created that on your own. You can't really go up and blame other people for what you've done. I used to do that, but the one thing that I've always remembered about what I used to blame people for was for my insecurities. I allowed myself to get flustered and all wound up over stuff that I had no control over. And basically it was Satan's work. It was the devil's work. The devil tried to get me into doing something that I knew I regret doing. Excuse me. And the devil pretty much did just try to make things harder for me and everything. And I tried to ignore it. I did my best. I did the best I could. And I couldn't really get what's on me off my chest. I had to really dig deep down inside. And for some people that knew me, they had to manipulate me into telling them what's really wrong with me and everything by fake getting mad about something that they were mad about, but they really weren't. They were just testing me. I don't like when people do that. It's so underhandedly, it's so immature, infantile, it's insecure of them, and they let what their inner self telling them to do that. And I'm like, why would you do that? What's the point of doing that? You're making yourself look like you're a freaking maniac, and you can't handle situations on your own, so you gotta pick on somebody that has a lot more, and in some ways, stability than another person, and they're making themselves look like crap. And I don't want to be being around people like that. I don't. I can't stand it. But one day God's gonna grant me a wish that I've always wanted. Between you and I, to lose my virginity. I'm in my mid-20s. I don't need a woman, but I need a woman there that actually will be on my side no matter what. And even for situations I'd even cause. Okay? I made things happen on my own. And the one thing that I had trouble with was actually getting a woman to actually accept me for who I am. And I got judged a lot, but it didn't bother me. And I've been trying to get a woman in my life for a while. It's something that people need to really realize. And if you don't, it's going to come back and hit you in the face. And you got to be careful with that. You don't want to get caught up in stuff like that. You got to find a woman that is into you and only putting their priorities between you and their life. No other man can get involved with it, because that shows to me that she's open for business, if you know what I mean. And I'm the only one that's supposed to be getting that business, not anybody else. And on a lighter note, I would like to say that, hey, she's coming, but God's waiting for the right time. God will throw her my way, and we'll go from there. I know God's going to grant me a wish one day, and I ain't going to see it coming. You guys have a good night, and thank you for those who try to watch.